How will the workers at this construction site transport water from the ground to the higher floors? They will use a pump. A pump is a machine or device for pushing fluids with a force. Do we also have a pump in our body? We also have a pump that transports blood to all parts of our body at all times, when we are standing, sleeping, or even standing upside down. That's the heart. Is this the actual shape of a human heart? It isn't. The heart is not like the pictures you generally see on greeting cards and other items. Our heart looks like a closed fist. In fact, the size of the heart is also roughly the size of your clenched fist. What is Zach doing? He is listening to his friend's heartbeat. You can feel your heartbeat too. Just put your hand on the left side of your chest and try to feel your heartbeat. The heart is located in the middle of the chest between the lungs, with its lower end tilted towards the left. Zach is trying to find his favorite t-shirt. Wouldn't it be easier for him to find his t-shirt if he had kept different types of clothes in different compartments? To avoid mixing of oxygen-rich and carbon dioxide-rich blood, our heart is divided into 4 chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. There is a partition between the right and left sides of the heart called the septum. The right side receives carbon dioxide-rich blood, and the left side gets blood rich in oxygen. The upper chambers of each side open into their lower chambers, and these openings are guarded by pairs of valves. The valves open and close like gates that allow the blood to flow only in one direction. The heart is surrounded by a lot of blood vessels. The first one is the aorta, the largest artery. It takes oxygen-rich blood from the left ventricle and branches into a network of arteries. After gaseous exchange, veins carry carbon dioxide-rich blood back to the heart via 2 major veins. The veins from the upper body open into the superior vena cava, and the lower body veins drain blood into the inferior vena cava. All arteries except one carry oxygen-rich blood. This exceptional artery is the pulmonary artery, and it carries carbon dioxide-rich blood from the heart to the lungs for purification. Similarly, the pulmonary vein brings oxygen-rich blood from the lungs to the heart. Like all other organs of our body, the heart also needs oxygen-rich blood to function properly. But where does the heart get its share of the blood supply from? The heart supplies blood to itself with the help of the coronary arteries. The coronary veins take away the carbon dioxide-rich blood from the heart. The blood flows through the heart in a rhythmic pattern. The left and the right side of the heart work together. The flow of blood begins when the superior and inferior vena cava fill the right atrium with carbon dioxide-rich blood. The right atrium contracts and sends this blood to the right ventricle. The contraction of the right ventricle pumps the blood to the pulmonary artery. A valve in this artery prevents the blood from returning to the right ventricle. This artery takes the blood to the lungs for purification. The lungs remove carbon dioxide and fill the blood with oxygen. The pulmonary vein brings oxygen-rich blood back to the heart into the left atrium. The left atrium contracts and fills the left ventricle. Finally, the left ventricle contracts and pumps the blood into the aorta. A valve in the aorta prevents the backflow of the blood, which is then supplied to the body. Blood flow, both the atria contract simultaneously. In the ventricles too, the contraction occurs at the same time. This way, our heart works in a rhythmic manner throughout our life continuously, non-stop.